We kind of did things a little bit out of order. We talked about quarter 2, but this is quarter 1, so...
Bear with us.
Sorry, a little excited. But yeah, Wrathstone is going to kick the year off of the year-long story, the Season of the Dragon, if you will. It's 2 dungeons and some really cool quality of life improvements and a new feature. And we actually have another video from the team that will give you a sneak peek about the videos or the dungeons.
So it's a year-long adventure, and we're going to bring you to 2 dungeons first. To kick off Wrathstone, we have Frost Vault and Depths of Malatar. In Frost Vault and Depths of Malatar, you're going to be seeking out both halves of the Wrathstone tablet.
In Frost Vault, half of the tablet has been sealed away by the Dwemer in a vault deep within the mountains of Eastmarch.
Frost Vault has all manner of creatures in it. Goblins, Dwemer, traps, and you're going to have to battle through all of those to get to the Wrathstone.
In Depths of Malatar, you will discover that the tablet has been sealed away deep within the sunken city of Garlus Malatar, where it is protected by followers of Meridia who have devoted their very life and essence to making sure that the tablet never sees the light of day again.
You're going to go against goblin tribes,
Dwemer traps,
crazy constructs, and even get turned into a tiny skeevatin.
collapsing bridges and structures, and I cannot wait to see how players handle it. Once you deliver the tablet halves to Abner Tharn, he takes you on this adventure that leads to the halls of Colossus, and you witness the biggest fuck-up of his career.
Wrathstone is just the first part of the entire story that brings dragons to Tamriel, and we can't wait to see players dig in and face all these new challenges.
Just as Mike and Michelle said, there are 2 new dungeons coming in the Q1 Wrathstone DLC.
Yeah, and they tie. You can already see how they tie into the lore and kind of the story and the setting, and that's something that's really important for us. We want to tell this year-long story, and Michelle actually called it straight out. You know, these in the dungeons, they are holding or they are vaults for both sides of the Wrathstone tablet. And when Abner Tharn gets them, he is under the impression that these tablets will lead him to a power that will allow him to bring peace to Tamriel. That's what he's always tried to do. In the base game, he tried to do that with Mannimarco and the Prophet, and that kind of went south. And so he's at it again, and his heart's in the right place.
But it's like the Always Sunny in Philadelphia music starts playing.
That's right, and you know, as you kind of go on this adventure with him, you're going to run into Chimera, who was the Khajiit, the female Khajiit in the trailer, and the 3 of you are going to go off. You're going to discover the fabled halls of Colossus, and you're probably going to unleash some dragons on players and on the Khajiit, which, P.S., it is totally your fault.
There's a lot of story that's going to be built onto this, but when the event starts, you're going to get a message from someone. Yeah,
Abner Tharn will call you up. We kind of teased this to some of our players where we sent the tablet and we sent this really cool invitation. That's how it's going to kick off, and then you're going to go through that storyline and get super hyped about releasing dragons.
Not just content, though. We're getting some new features.
We are, and I'm really, really excited about these features. The first one that we're going to talk about is Zone Guide, and this tool is essentially a way for players to help figure out what to do in a zone. And so you can see here, you know, this player's kind of gotten into the zone, they're not sure what to do. When they open up their map, on the left side, there's kind of this at-a-glance view of the zone and their progress. And there's a little button there, you click on it, it says go to Zone Guide. And when you're at the Zone Guide, you get this brief synopsis of the story and some of the meta achievements and kind of your progress. And when you click the button, it zooms into where the next step in the story is, where the NPC is. It changes kind of the icon in there, and it makes it really, really easy for you to kind of get in and figure out where you left off.
Yeah, well, as you said, or maybe not you said, but in the videos, that 2018 was the biggest addition of players. So this is definitely going to be helping a lot of those newer players that jump into the game.
It's not just new players as well, though. So our game is so content dense. There's so much to do. It's super easy to get distracted when you're kind of going around. You could do pledges one day or jump into Cyrodiil another or whatever, and it's hard to remember where you were. This tool is going to be useful for those players as well.
Nice.
And P.S., this is going to be on PTS next week.
Next week. the Wrathstone DLC.
Yes,
PTS
it'll be on
next
PTS
week.
next week that you can go in, you can jump in, and you can play test it, and it's going to be really exciting.
All right, the last feature that you're adding as well, Guild Trader UI revamp.
Yes, so this is something that we've gotten a ton of feedback on over the years. And you can kind of see here, the team has gone back and they've completely re-architected this. There's a whole bunch of new filters in there that you can sort things with. There's a recent searches list where you can quickly and easily go back and research for things. There's also text search now, real honest-to-God text search where you can start to type in the name of an item. The drop-down list will start to populate with those items, and you click it and you search for it, and it's only going to pull in the items that match that text.
A much-needed quality of life change.
It is. It's huge. It makes searching for things on the Guild Trader so much easier. It makes it faster and way more reliable. And both of these tools, we just showed kind of the PC UI because it was really quick and easy for us to do, but console players are going to get these as well. This supports both PC and gamepad UI.
That's fantastic. I'm sure there's a lot of console players out there for other games that kind of feel like they're left in the weeds a little bit.
A little bit. Our PC players in particular have a little bit of advantage. They have mod support. Consoles, we don't have that yet, so this is a really good way to kind of improve their quality of life.
Nice. Rich, we talked a lot about Q1 and Q2. Now we're going to briefly touch on the last two quarters.